2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. This is actually my vehicle. It's got 359,000 miles on it. 7. So what's happening is it's overheating, or not overheating, starting overheating. The electric fan's not turning on. It's got an electric fan. It's got a smart relay, 4 wires. You got a power wire from the fuse, a ground wire, or a power wire goes through the relay, goes to the other wire, going to the fan, and the other side of the fan's grounded. A ground for the relay, and then a signal from the PCM that turned this relay on. So what's going on is this fan's been rewired. It's all the wire integrity is good and stuff, but it's not always turning on unless maybe you hit a bump or I turn the fan by hand and get it going. It's because the commutators in the fan are worn, and I'll show you why. Well, let me start it up here. I have the AC on so the fan turns on right away. It may or may not turn on, just depends where the fan lands. Yeah, almost 359,000, 358, 800. So right now, got my oscilloscope playing with my amp clamp, using the Max Assist Ultra. And there's no, the fan should be on. Takes a little bit for the AC to kick it on, the fan. We'll see if it doesn't come on, we're gonna have to bump the fan and then it'll start working. And what you'd want, when it does work, you'd want nice even humps. Almost like a sine wave. If you look, our fan's not on. So I'll be real careful and I'll just bump this fan. And look, it turned on. It's on now. And there's our waveform. If I freeze this or stop it, there's dead spots. These should all be nice and even humps. That's the commutators. Usually there's 8 commutators on an electric motor on a vehicle. Same check when you do a fuel pump. They should all be even. Well, when it lands down here or down there or wherever, you have to bump it to get it going again. You could try to find out 8 even humps and do a pattern and take 60,000 divided by, well, this ain't gonna really work because you could take, if I knew where the 8 humps were, I have no idea where they're at because it's so bad. We take 60,000, there's 60,000 milliseconds in a minute, and you would take that divided by the difference between here and here, and I tell you your RPMs, rotation per minute. So yeah, that is completely bad. So it needs a new electric fan, but once it's running, it's good, it'll stay on. The problem is once it stops, because it'll cycle power on and off, if it happens to land on one of these dead spots, now it's different because the different speeds, the speed's controlled by this, but when it lands on one of these dead spots, so for example if it lands down here, and that's supposed to be a nice even hump, then it ain't gonna move again until you bump the fan. So needs a new fan. Just a little quick video you can check. Use the amp clamp and an oscilloscope to check any DC motor on these vehicles.